Man, I had a busy day today. Sorry. I gotta start doing some more live streams. I just yesterday was my birthday, and we winded up doing some things. Me and the wife, a little private time. Little romantic time. Oh, and now it's the downtime. Now it's the relaxing time. Time to talk about the V for Victory project. I'll very confused with it, and I've been trying to make videos to kind of clarify what the project is about, but I'll do it also on the live stream. What's up, Manuel? So let's talk a little bit about what's up to whatever show, how this all started with me. As you all know, the Apefather started his YouTube channel back. Really, look, I've had a YouTube channel for 15 years, but I didn't really use it. I just had like the Brooklyn song. I had a few music videos, but I really wasn't consistent in my YouTube channel until 2021 when I entered AMC, the stock, and I went heavy. It's like, Junior from The Sopranos, he told Tony Soprano, he says, next time you come heavy. I went into AMC very, very heavy, like well over 200,000, like 200 large. And the reason I did that is kind of the same reason I'm doing the V for Victory project is I wanted life-changing wealth. I wanted generational wealth. And I really strongly believed in AMC. Okay, it was no bullshit. I was just like a YouTuber who was talking to talk. I was walking the walk. I was putting my money where my mouth was. But there's just too many things I saw that went down that were out of our control. Too much corruption. I don't care what anybody says. Look, I get it. Some people made money on AMC. Some people weren't in this movement with us, where it was the David versus Goliath movement, where we were holding together one strong united family to take on the hedge funds. I get it. Some people weren't a part of that movement and they made their money. They sold, some people sold at the top. God bless them. Seriously, God bless them. What's up, Brennan? How you been, brother? Well, I don't know if you heard about my V for Victory project, but if you haven't heard about it, you're gonna hear about it now. Well, I said to whatever show that trades and Matt Cause I always believed were secret guns hired from Adam Aaron, okay, to push this whole narrative of AMC to 100,000 and AMC to the moon. And again, I have to say it's alleged, but I do believe that. Now, you have to understand, I know a lot of you got mad because I was a big cheerleader for AMC as well, but I put my money up. Like, I was one of you. This is what I think no one gets this. I was one of all of you. You know what I mean? I'm like the victim here, like you're the victim. I know for some reason people think like I made out good. I didn't make out good. I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, I want to friggin', I'm very upset. But no, I would never do that. But I'm just saying. But I didn't make out good. I think people have this impression because they're people who are mad at me. I'm in the same boat. And actually, in most cases, I'm in a worse boat because people didn't have that type of money to lose. Like most of the apes, they threw maybe 10,000 in it. They threw 5,000 in it. I threw over 200,000 in it. So, I just can't understand why people are mad at me when I put up my money just like you did, okay? And there's this freaking ball breaker Cigar King here. I'm not listening to you with Mullen anymore. I'm not listening to you. I'll take a look at it, okay? But you've been saying this for a very long time, Cigar King. I called both of them scambags. There's Brennan Barwell. Nothing much, just living life, rocking and rolling as a music major. I'll be here for a while. Keep it going. Keep up the great work, brother. That's awesome, man. Living the dream, living the dream, doing the music, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a musician, as long as you're in that industry, it's a wonderful life. I love music. Music is dear to my heart. Music is my best friend. And every time I need music and I need the piano or the keyboard, it's there for me. It's like Baby Grand. Late at night, when it's dark and cold, I reach out for someone to hold. When I'm blue, when I'm lonely, she comes through. She's the only one who can. My baby Gran is all I need. Having a burger with some Peter Luger sauce. Very nice. Beautiful. So, anyway, getting back to how this whole V for Victory project started. So, after I saw all the shit that went down, how we're all supposedly holding, and AMC just keeps going lower and lower and lower and lower, all the way from 72 down to like under $1 now. I mean, if you think about it, the real price of AMC is under $1. And, everything that just went down, we all voted no to more dilution in 2021, and Adam Aaron found a way to get us. He found a way to get us. First it was Ape. None of us signed up for Ape. I didn't sign up for Ape. And then after Ape, the 10 for 1 to 1 for 10 reverse stock split. Now he has the right to sell. I know he sold 40 million shares. He has the right to sell up to 390 million shares. Then we found out the comp package. You look at like Adam Aaron making $25 million a year. And I just say to myself, this is all bullshit, man. This is something is rotten in Denmark. Something doesn't smell right to me. And you know what it is? Gary Gensler's not doing a single thing about it. Adam Aaron never hired Wes Christian. He never hired Share Intel. He never opened up the books. He never did a share recall. Citadel got fined nothing. I don't care what Cigar King says. $7 million. They made 16 billion. You sick lunatic. They made 60 billion. 7 million is a slap on the wrist. Slap on the wrist. We should see what Citadel Connect. They should open up all the books. We should see all of their transactions. Everything they're freaking doing. See, people don't realize that a lot of shit Citadel doesn't have to report. You don't have to report synthetic shares. People, they don't understand that. And they don't have to pay interest. They don't have to pay interest on synthetic shares. So a lot of this shit is like what I like to call, in the closet. It's like corruption in the closet. And I just got sick of it, man. Yeah, I got diamond balls of steel, but you got to have diamond balls of steel, in something that is real. You have to have diamond balls of steel in something that's real. You can't have diamond balls of steel in something that's fake, because then it's just all. Yeah, okay, whatever, Blink 911. Look, I never committed any scams in my life. We've been through this, and I'm still not committing any scams, okay? If you want to look into a scam artist, you might want to look into Lou, okay? Someone who stole $73,000 from senior citizens and was charged with fraud and was charged with 3 years of supervision. You might want to look into somebody like that. But anyway, so I mean, people get mad at me, but that's just the facts of what Lou did. People get mad when I say that, but that's just the truth. Though you are, but you can't argue facts. You can't argue truth. You guys, you call me nothing. Everything has been honest. I'm honest, Abe. You know, it's not. Listen to me. Having a dream. Let me try to explain to you something. Blink 911. Having a dream is not a scam. Having a dream is not a scam. It doesn't matter what that dream is. If you want to be a professional baseball player, you want to be a professional musician, you want to own a casino, having a dream is not a scam. And then other people, listen to me, who like are entertained by you and want to give you super chats, which are tips for entertainment purposes only, are also not a scam. So there is nothing I'm doing that's a scam. It's just, unfortunately, you don't like me. Okay, and you don't like my message, and that's fine. That's your constitutional right to not like me. But listen, as you can see, I don't get in any legal trouble. Okay, and the reason I don't get in any legal trouble is because I'm not doing anything illegal. Okay, it's just, this is just like a difference of, like, I guess, opinion. You have your opinion and I have my opinion. Okay, you have the right to your opinion, but it's, unfortunately, your opinion is wrong. I'm not doing anything that's a scam. The dedication is amazing. 10 years oldest video. Well, like I said, I've had videos that were even 50 years ago, but like I said, I wasn't really doing YouTube seriously until about 2021. Back in the old days when I had my videos, it was kind of like music videos, and it was, I go to Zanos. I go to Zanos. It's just, I don't know. It's been a little crazy time for me right now, the whatever show. It's just that, it was my birthday, it was my wife's birthday, my son's birthday, which is very busy. We got a lot of things. My son's gonna have a pool party with all his friends, and the kids kind of want, they don't like want that stuff. The kids when they have their birthday parties, they want certain types of food. It's just been busy for me, brother. And sometimes when it's busy, fast food is the most convenient. It's just quick because I got so much stuff going on. I never said to you, okay, Cigar King, listen to me. Once again, brother, what you're trying to do is put words in my mouth, as usual, as usual. Listen, here's the bottom line. Okay, here's the bottom line. Okay, when someone gives me a super chat, let me educate all of you. Okay, it's considered income. Okay, so meaning you have to pay taxes on it. It's income. Okay, now when you make money, and I can't stay, and you know it's true. You know what it is? You haters just don't want to accept effing reality. Okay, when someone makes an income, they can still have a dream, but they don't have to spend every single dollar on that dream. There's no legal obligation to do that. Okay, this is just your own personal like shit that you have going on in your mind. Like, you know what I mean? This is how it works. I have a dream. Okay, let's say I'll give you an example. Let's just say I got lucky like Mac Horse. So here's an example. And let's say I made $600,000 in super chats. I'll give you an example. And let's say with some kind of miracle, I became a very successful YouTuber. And let's say I made another $400,000 in ad revenue. So let's say I made $1 million. Let's just say, for argument's sake. Now that's an income. Okay. So if I wanted to take half of that money, you understand, and put it towards my casino idea, that's fine. That's my prerogative. And if I wanted to take half of it and use it for living expenses or whatever it is, that's my prerogative too. You see what I'm trying to say? Okay, so this is just stuff that you are all creating in your head that you think is illegal or you think is it's not. It's not. Super chats are it's the same thing with YouTube ad revenue. It's the same thing with any income that I make. It doesn't make a difference. You tried to do the same shit with me with piano lessons. Remember when I was making piano lessons and I said a portion of my money would go to help my wife? Okay, you all started like a big friggin' thing over it. When you make an income, you could spend that money any which way you choose. It's your money. Okay, this is just stuff that you're putting together in your head that you don't like it. Okay, so it's fine. So here's the solution to the problem. Stop coming to my live streams, right? Stop coming to my live streams and just get lost. Go away. That's the solution. That's the solution. You follow me? Stop coming to my live. But the thing is, you know why you won't stop coming to my live streams? Because deep down inside, you get some kind of pleasure. You get some kind of pleasure with hate. You love to hate. You love it. Okay, so that's why you do this. Let's Cigar King, again, there's nothing illegal about having a dream. There's nothing illegal about having a dream. And just because you have a dream doesn't mean that every single dollar that you earn has to go to that dream. It doesn't mean that. Like, once again, this is just stuff that you're creating in your own head. You follow me? You're just creating this in your own head, brother. And like you're acting like you're Judge Dredd. You know the movie with Sylvester Stallone? You're acting like you're the law. That's how you're acting like. You, Blink 911, there is no judge, there is no jury, you're the law. The two of you. And you're deciding what you feel is legal, okay, in your opinion. Now, what I'm just trying to make you understand is you're the ones who really have to learn the law. You're the ones who have to learn what is legal versus what's not legal. Okay, and I'll educate you. Do you want me to educate you? Okay, super chats are not, okay, illegal. Receiving super chats is not a scam. You understand? Here's where it would be illegal. Let me now educate you. If I would say something like this, if I would say, look, if you give me a super chat of like, say, $10, I'm going to give you an interest in my casino project. In other words, you're going to receive an ownership interest. That's illegal. That's illegal because that's a solicitation for an investment. And you're promising something for, the money you're receiving. You're promising that you're going to give someone an interest. I'm not saying that to people. I'm not saying that to people. What I'm telling people is this, okay? Super chats that you give me, okay, are for entertainment purposes only. I'm very clear. You will not receive any interest in my project, my first project at least, okay? Down the line, things could change. Listen, down the line, I might be in a position after my first project is completed. This is what you don't understand, where I actually will hire a securities firm. I will put together an offering. And if it's approved by the SEC and all the legal paperwork is then filed, down the line, there could be an opportunity. And that's what my true goal is to reach that level where apes could get involved. So there's nothing going on here that's illegal. It's just you guys are psychos. You're psychopaths. Okay? That's the bottom line. I'm mixing up my lies. What are you talking about? You guys are crazy, man. What's up, the German Crusader? Guys, Blake, look, I'm going to have to get rid of you, brother, because let me tell you the reason why. You keep saying the same things over again. I got to get rid of you. I got to get rid of you. This is the thing. Look, you have the right to ask a question. Okay, this guy, Blink 911, he asked a question. I answered the question, but now he's not accepting my answer. Do you see what I'm trying to say? He's not accepting it. So I got to get rid of somebody like that. It's nothing to do with the First Amendment. It's nothing to do with anything like that. It's just that don't you understand he's not going to accept anything I say? And if a person doesn't accept anything you say, you have to get rid of them. That's it, because then it becomes this like an endless argument that will never end. It'll be an argument that could go on for like 100 years. It'll be like a windshield wiper. Just keep going. Boom, psh, boom. Here's the bottom line. Super chats are not illegal. Bottom line, they're considered an income. Okay? You could do anything you want with that money. Anything. If I want to use that money to buy a Big Mac, I could do it. If I want to use that money to save for my casino project, I could do it. If I want to use that money to help my wife, I could do it. It's considered an income. Okay? Get your facts straight. Get your facts straight. Look, I got to get rid of Cigar King too. Bro, I'm sorry. You just won't stop. You won't stop, brother. Got to get rid of them. Got to get when people don't stop the bullshit, you got to get rid of them. As soon as the gorilla father admits that what exactly am I wrong about? Like, what am I wrong about? Like, I don't understand. I'm not doing anything that's wrong. Look, this is the thing. You know what's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong is that, again, I don't know if you people are just dumb or if it's the fact that you like losing. I don't know. I can't figure it out. It's either you haters are just dumb, you like losing, or you all work for Citadel. You work for Ken Griffin. Because how could you not be upset with the fact that retail lost $350 billion in 2022? How could you not be upset over that? It's like, that's what there's something for you to not be upset. To me, it means that you never invested in AMC, right? You never lost. You're not a part of this. It's just you're some random psychopath who just comes to these live streams for hating purposes. Thank you, the German Crusader. All right, so like once again, look, this guy, Berkney Herring, we got to get rid of him because I already answered all of his questions. See, I went over this already. I explained to them what super chats are. You understand? But look at what his comment says. He says that I'm sucking up liquidity from retail. Okay, I explained to them that super chats are a free will. It's a free will thing that people have the right to do. And he's making it like I'm stealing it. You see, it's the way he's wording it. It's the way he's wording it, like that I'm in some way doing something illegal, and that's why you got to get rid of a person like that. So he's gone. Bye-bye. Look, this is the thing. You have to try to understand something in life, okay? And it's just simple logic and it's simple common sense. When you're doing a project such as mine, there's a lot of things that can come up, okay? For example, like, let me just explain a couple of things to you. Traveling, you understand? Like, let's say if I wanted to purchase a casino in Macau, in China. Well, I got to get on an airplane that's 24 hours away, correct? I got to stay at a hotel. I got to live. I got to eat. I got to meet people, business meetings. Okay. So you have to understand, and that's just one example. That's just like one example. I could give you a million examples. Meeting with architects, meeting with developers, meeting with brokers, meeting with this, meeting with that. It gets to a point where, yes, some money would probably have to be used for other purposes. And that's why what's great about super chats is that you don't have to even explain any of it. You don't listen to me. Obviously, I want the casino project to happen. I want it to happen. Where again, the first project would be my project. It would not have you would have no investment, you would have no interest. Again, I want to repeat that. It would be solely my project. But obviously, on the road to victory, there's going to be a lot of money that has to be spent in terms of travel, in terms of business related things, even in terms of personal. But that's to be expected, and that there's nothing again illegal about that. It's just that see, you know what they're trying to do. Listen to me. You know what Blink 911 is trying to do, and what Cigar King, like those two people, they're trying to make it seem like this is a solicitation for an investment. This is what they're trying to do. This is what they're trying to turn this somehow into it's a solicitation for an investment. Now, if that was the case, all of their points would be correct. In other words, if this was a solicitation for an investment, then I got to tell you every single penny where it's going. I got to tell you everything I'm doing. I got to tell you down to the last dime where it's spent, okay? But what they're not understanding, okay, because they're a bunch of friggin' hating idiots, is this is not a solicitation for an investment. It's a super chat. It's a tip. It's a form of a tip for entertainment purposes only. So it's like it's no different than if you went to a restaurant and you gave a waiter a tip. You decide, he did a good service, he entertained you, he was a great waiter, and you said, I'm going to give you more than 50%. I'm going to give you a 50% tip, or whatever the case may be. I'm going to give you a 40% tip. He doesn't have to tell you what he's doing with that money. Like, he doesn't have to tell you, listen, by the way, with this $40 tip that you're giving me, $20 is going towards my rent. You understand? $20, I'm going to go buy myself a Big Mac, buy myself a Whopper. Okay, it's probably a hater. They don't have to, the waiter doesn't have to do that, okay, and neither do I, okay, neither do I, okay. This is just something that they're making up in their heads, these psychopathic haters. Now, with that said, do I want this project to happen as soon as possible? Of course, but all of you have to be realistic. This is a really big project. Fucking bull breakers, I hate these fucking people so much. I'm gonna have to end this soon because this effing lunatic is gonna call me 100 times. These people are like friggin' roaches. They're just so annoying. You want to stomp on them. You want to crush them. These friggin' haters. You have no idea, brother. What's up, King Abyss? And I love you too, the German Crusader. Fucking jerk off. King Abyss. So look, obviously, okay. Let's talk about all the reasons why I wanted to do this project, the V for Victory project. I feel that we all got screwed in the stock market. I feel that the corruption in the stock market is unmatched by anything I've ever seen in our country. I think the United States is the greatest country in the world. I am a big, gigantic patriot. The most amazing country. When it comes to the stock market, it's filled with disgusting lizards. Okay, the worst. More consumers. Hold on. The worst people on earth. The worst people on earth are in the stock market. And it's just not going to get better, in my opinion. It's not going to get better. It's just gonna get worse, and it's gonna get worse, and it's gonna get worse. So I no longer want to be a part. Like, I don't listen. I have what I have, but I no longer want to be a part of this. I want to get involved in a new industry. Okay, and to me, I always make this point: the real estate industry is the best industry, in my opinion. I've never seen people, like I said, look, can you lose money in real estate? Absolutely. If you overpay for a property, you could lose money in real estate. If you have too much debt, you could lose money. But for the most part, if people don't overpay for a property and you hold that property for the longevity, for the long term, I would say the majority of people who invest in real estate make money. I look at my father, every house he ever bought, he made money on it. I look at my friends, every real estate, every project they ever did, whether it be residential, whether it be commercial, they made money. Family, everyone I've ever met made money. You can't say that about the stock market. You can't say that. Most people who invest in the stock market lose. And the facts prove it, because if you look at what retail lost in 2022, they lost $350 billion, right? So all my point is, listen, no matter how much you hate me or love me, you can't dispute this fact. You can't dispute that retail lost $350 billion. It was squandered. And that's a tremendous amount of money. Look, you have to try to understand how much money that is. You take Elon Musk, who's the richest man in the world. He's worth 260 billion. You're talking about 100 billion more than Elon Musk's net worth. That's crazy money to be lost. All right, let me get rid of this guy. This, once again, it's, look, if you're gonna just keep saying the same things over and over again, you're gone. You're gone, brother. I can't keep, I can't keep repeating the same things over and over again. Okay, I explained to you exactly what I'm doing. I explained to you that this is going to take a lot of money. This is going to take a lot of time. This is not something that is an overnight process. This is something that is going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of money. And of course, not every single dollar can be dedicated to the project. I have to live. I have a family. I have, traveling expenses, business expense, but that's none of anybody's concern, because again, super chats are not investments. They're entertainment purposes only. They're tips. So legally, I don't have to go over anything with anybody. I don't have to do that. Okay. But obviously I want this project to happen. Listen, I'm not here to play games. I'm here to make a change for the better. Believe me, I'm not here to play games. Okay. But at the same time, it's just logic. Every dollar can't be dedicated to your project. So I'm going to be transparent with all of you. Every single dollar cannot be for the project. There is living expenses, traveling expenses, business expenses, food expenses, and that's just life, though. That's life. So the idea is, what you want to do, what any good businessman wants to do, is hopefully make enough money where you cover all your living expenses, right? You cover all your business expenses, and then you're making so much that now the surplus could go into your project, and that's just the way it has to be. You know what I mean? But that's why it's considered an income. That's why you have to pay taxes on it, because it's an income. And because it's an income, it could be used for all the purposes I just said. I want to open a Wawa. Well, go for it. God bless you. The regulator, look, so far you gave $1, so your statement is insane. I don't care about these haters, brother. The German Crusader, they don't bother me. The regulator, I don't want to keep repeating myself. I mean, I answered the question, man. I mean, what? Why do you want me to? Is it just the fact that, like, you like to ask the same questions? Is that what it is? You like asking the same questions? Super chats are a tip, no different than giving money to a waiter. Does the waiter have to explain what he does with his tip? The regulator, does he have to? If you gave a waiter $40, now let's say the waiter said to you, "Oh, I got a dream." Let's just say, I want to open up my own restaurant one day. I want to open up my steakhouse. And you know what? The money I earn from tips, and the money I earn, just from my income, my job, a portion of that money will go to my dream of opening a steakhouse. Obviously, I have to survive, I have to live, so a portion of the money would also go to that. But this is the thing, he doesn't owe you that explanation, because you're just giving him a tip. So he doesn't owe you any explanation. But see, it's like, I feel like the regulator feels in his mind that he's owed an explanation to give a tip. You're not owed an explanation, brother. If you wanted to give someone a tip, that's your prerogative. It's like that song by Bobby Brown. It's my prerogative. It's your prerogative to give someone a tip. That person in return doesn't have to explain ugats to you. Okay? You're trying to turn this into a solicitation for it. See, I know what you're doing. I see the road you're going down. I told people that super chats are not a solicitation for an investment. I explained very thoroughly to people they will not get any interest in my project. And I explained to everybody that super chats are tips and for entertainment purposes only. But you see, the regulator and these haters, they're trying to twist it and turn it into something else. I get it, but it's not something else. It's just a tip. That's what it is. And I know that you're going to try to turn it into something else, but you're not going to win. Have a Halloween block party. That's not a bad idea. Where did you get the necklace? I love it. This is actually from I bought this cross from a jeweler over here in my town in the Jersey Shore. He's got a jewelry store. Thank you. So anyway, I can't make these live streams too long because I still get a little headache with all these haters. But I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams. But you have to understand that I want this to happen because in my mind, okay, once this first project is done and completed, okay, it's going to open up the doors for opportunities that will be endless for all of us, real opportunities. And like I said, that's when I could get you involved in the second, third projects. That's when I could hire a securities firm. That's when I could put together an offering that has to be first approved by the SEC before I would present you with any opportunity. It has to be approved by the SEC, the offering. But that's what the goal is. And that's what these people don't understand, these haters, is that I do have, okay, the motivation here to not only enrich myself, but to get my ape brothers and my ape sisters involved. But I have to do it at a later date. That's the only way it's legal. I can't do it now because it's not legal. I have nothing registered with the SEC. I'm not a broker dealer. So if I even give the hint that your super chat is an investment, I could get into legal trouble. So I can't say that. A super chat is a tip for entertainment purposes only. I love you too, the German Crusader. And that's basically all it is. You want to know what it is, basically, in a nutshell? It's people who love the Apefather, who find me entertaining, would find it, obviously in their hearts to give me a super chat because they love me. In other words, they want to see me do good. They believe in me. They know that when they're giving a super chat, they're not doing it for an investment. They're not doing it for a return of investment. They understand it's not a solicitation of an investment. They find me entertaining. Now, you can entertain people. This is another thing that people don't understand. You could entertain people in any way you want to entertain people. If I want to talk about my dreams, that's a form of entertainment. If I want to play music for someone, that's a form of entertainment. If I want to make a joke video, that's a form of entertainment. If I want to make a food video, that's a form of entertainment. So that's what they don't understand. This is all entertainment. It's no different than talking. I could talk to you about anything. But the regulator, you're proving your point. Listen to me. You're proving your point. No one is giving you super chats because it's their prerogative. See, you actually sound like a hypocrite, and let me tell you the reason why. Because all of you haters are trying to make it seem like I'm begging people for super chats, right? Well, guess what? The proof is obviously I'm not begging for super chats because I didn't get any super chats in this live stream, right? Okay. So in a way, you sound very hypocritical because everything you're saying is the opposite of what's actually happening, right? In other words, this is proof that super chats are what's called free will. In other words, it's either someone wants to give it or someone doesn't want to give it. And they understand when they give it, it's for entertainment purposes only. So now you should this should be enough proof in the pudding for you to say any more derogatory comments. Because as you just said, the regulator, I'm not getting super chats right now. So that should be enough for you. That should be enough to show you it's someone's free will if they want to give it. But you see, you won't be satisfied with that. You'll just keep breaking balls and breaking balls and breaking effing balls. I bought a fat suit for Halloween. I don't need to buy a fat suit. I'm already fat. All right, look, the regulator. I really have to I'm gonna have to get you out of here, brother, because it's like you're not accepting my answer, brother. It's like I'm explaining it. I've explained it already 15 times, and you're still saying other things. You're still saying other things. Oh, they thought you were using it for burgers. It's like I've explained this 100,000 times. How many more times you want me to explain it? Next time I got to boot you off, brother. No offense. So anyway, getting back. The only reason why I'm doing this, okay, is because I feel in the long term this is the right decision, and not only for me, I actually think for everybody. Okay, there's a super chat from my brother Tommy. God bless you. I love you, Tommy. F the regulator. I agree with that. God bless you, Tommy. I feel like this is the right path for all of us. I feel like if we could get organized and we could all work together as one united ape family, I really, really believe this is the right path. And I think that once we're on this path, everybody is gonna friggin' be like that song with Kool and the Gang. Celebration time. Come on, let's celebrate. Because you're finally gonna be involved with something where there's no more corruption. There's no more Ken Griffin, there's no more Gary Gensler, there's no more Adam Enron. That's what I like to call him. And I really think that you'll understand it in the long term. Right now, of course, there's going to be a lot of speculation. I get it. I know there is because I have to complete that first project. Once I complete the first project, I think all speculation is going to be gone. That's what's going to happen. After I complete the first project, all the naysayers, all the haters, they're going to give up because they're gonna say this mother effer did it. But until that actually happens, I'm going to be dealing with a lot of hate. But that's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, King Abyss. I've lost all my faith in the stock market, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not gonna lie. I've lost all my faith in the stock market. I literally did. I feel it's too corrupt, brother. It's too corrupt. It's too corrupt. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry. And I refuse to put any more money in the stock market. That's just me. I just don't want to do it. I feel it's too corrupt and I feel we needed a new direction. And that's what the V for Victory project is all about. Brother, I'm sorry, but do you want me to lie to you or do you want me to be truthful to you? Which one do you want? Do you want me to I can lie to you and I can tell you I believe in the stock market, but I don't. Look, listen, what I believe is irrelevant. Okay, King Abyss, what I believe is irrelevant because my belief in AMC has nothing to do with AMC. Like, just because I don't believe in it anymore, does it stop AMC from having a run? So, you know what I mean? It doesn't stop it. It doesn't stop, AMC from doing well. I'm just saying I don't believe in it anymore. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, the regulator, he's worth 70 billion. You're right. He donates $1. But brother, you have to understand something, King Abyss. If you can't open your eyes to what Adam Aaron did to us, brother, you know what I mean? If you can't open your eyes and see what's going on in this, bro, we got robbed, man. We got robbed. Okay? And if you can't see that, I love you, brother, but I feel bad. Like, brother, look, let me give you an analogy. Imagine you're dating a girl, okay? And you go into this relationship with the best of intentions. You understand? Okay, next thing, a week goes by, you catch her in bed with a guy named Tyrone. She's loving the dog meat. Okay. For whatever the reason is, you decide to forgive her. You're like, you know what, honey? Okay. You made a mistake. These things happen. Okay, next time she's in bed with whatever, with an Irish guy. She doesn't discriminate. This girl, she regulates. Okay, then she's in bed with an Asian guy. Whatever. At some point, right, you're gonna probably not trust this woman anymore. Would you agree, King Abyss? Like at some point, after you see her in bed with three, four, five different guys sucking the sauce each, I think you're gonna stop having faith in this girl, and that's what happened with AMC with Adam Aaron's leadership. It's just that the guy screwed around too many times. He was never transparent. He was never honest. That you can't believe in him anymore. That's just it. I'm sorry, but you can't believe in him anymore. We need to stick together in a new industry, King Abyss. This is what my point is. We need to stick together in a new industry, not Wall Street. See, you know what it is. Unfortunately, you haven't come to the acceptance yet that Wall Street is controlled by Ken Griffin. You haven't come to that acceptance. You haven't come to, like, Ken Griffin was once in an interview, and they used a senior citizen as an example. They said, imagine this nice elderly woman wants to enter the stock market. What is the chances that she's going to make money? So Ken Griffin answers the question like this. Well, what is the chances if I play golf with Tiger Woods if I'll win? So in other words, he's not even hiding it, King Abyss. He's coming straight out saying, like the movie Rocky 4 with Adrian, you can't win. Okay? He's coming right out saying it's impossible for you to win. And I believe he's telling the truth. I believe he's telling the truth. Okay, well, Occupy, what are you talking about? Protesting? Protesting doesn't work. Brother, listen to me. Protesting doesn't work. Okay, I'm sorry. Look, this is the answer, King Abyss. We need to be organized in a different industry. Okay, and in my opinion, that industry is the casino industry, because to me, I just like I don't know. I guess we don't see things the same way. To me, I would rather be in an industry where I know the house always wins. Like in other words, the house always wins, always, not once in a while, always. So I guess like you want to be in an industry that most of the time you lose. So I guess here's the difference between me and King Abyss. He wants to be in an industry 90% of the time you're going to lose. 10% of the time you're going to win. And I want to be in an industry where 100% of the time I'm going to win. Okay? So I guess that's our thinking process is different. I'm sorry, that's it. I don't know what else to say. Our thinking process is different. You prefer to be in an industry where 90% of the time you're going to lose. Good luck with that. God bless. You know what I mean? Not for me. Okay? Not for me. I want to be in an industry where the house always wins. That's the industry I want to be in. And I think that if apes could get organized, okay, I believe in that part. I believe in. I believe in that I actually said it from the beginning. I said the apes already won, but they don't even know it. Just the fact that we all got organized, just the fact that we all were united, that was a major effing accomplishment. That was a major effing accomplishment. But the problem is we did it in the wrong industry. That's it. In other words, we all came together worldwide, millions and millions of retail investors, but we put our money in a corrupt place where we have no control, and it's run by the devil. I really think he's the devil. Okay, Ken Griffin. I mean, that's just my opinion, but that guy has no empathy, no soul, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. There's nobody in the industry like that. I'm just trying to read some of your comments. But why can't you realize that maybe you can make your money in a different place? See, you guys remind me, the apes. You remind me of a typical gambler. You remind me of a typical gambler, like your mentality. Like I remember, I'll give you an example. I know I said this before, but it bears repeating. I was at a casino with a buddy of mine. He went to the casino with $5,000. He lost. He lost the 5,000. So he comes to me, my friend, Rich, can I borrow $1,000? I give it to him. He's my friend. I say, you got it. He loses that 1,000. Then he goes to his brother. Can I borrow another 1,000? He loses that 1,000. He goes to his mother. Can I borrow $1,000? She gives it to him. He loses that. He goes to his sister. Can I have $1,000? He loses that. So I ask him, I say, why are you doing this for? And you know what his response is? I am trying to get back my original $5,000 I lost. So in other words, he's chasing, right? He's chasing, just trying to get back the original $5,000. That's what all of you are doing. All of you are doing right now is that you're chasing a dream that will never become a reality. That's it. You're just throwing your money away. It's only going to get worse. So if you're down 10,000, you stick with the stock market. Eventually, you're going to be down 20,000. That's just, again, I'll say it's alleged, but that's just my opinion. You're down 100,000. You stick with the stock market. Eventually, you'll be down 200,000. And then we're going to be reading new, statistics. We're going to be reading new. I can't even say that word. Statistics. It's a hard word, right? That retail lost 350 billion again in 2023, or possibly 300, billion or 400 billion. It could be even higher, 400, 500 billion. Okay, because things will never ever change unless we change. So what I'm trying to do, we need to be organized. I agree, but in a different industry. But anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams. God bless all of you. Tommy, thank you again for your continued support. V for Victory. This video and this live stream is not for financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. It is for entertainment purposes only. All super chats are tips and for entertainment purposes only. I love you, Tommy, Benjamin, King Abyss, everybody, the German Crusader. God bless all of you. I'll be back. I'm going to be doing a lot more.